lady get started. Sorry about that. Don, would you please lead the prayer?
Lord, thank you now for this opportunity to come to you in prayer. I want to thank you especially for this city council and what they mean for this community. How we as a body of believers know that we can trust them to do what's right. Lord, thank you for all that you do for us, especially going into this Thanksgiving season. Let us bring honor and glory to you tonight. Remember to conduct ourselves in a Christ-like manner. We ask like this in your name. Amen.
Amen. If you would remain standing, and we'll say the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. And Brenda, would you please call the roll?
Mayor,
Here.
Councilor Myrtle. Here. Eugene.
Here.
Brenda is absent. Floyd
Here.
and Steve.
Here.
Okay, Mayor, so you have a quorum.
All right, thank you. If you have a cell phone, I would ask that you please mute it or turn it off for the duration of the meeting. It would be greatly appreciated. I finally learned how to turn mine off. That too much trouble. Okay. Let's go ahead and review the minutes from the previous meeting. Right.
Okay. The Town and County Line regular meeting, October the 12th, 2015. Mayor Arthur Seff called to order the regular meeting of the council at 7 p.m. on October the 12th, 2015 in the town hall. The invocation was given by Mr. Don Hagel. The pledge of allegiance was given by all in attendance. The roll call was had. The following persons were present: Mayor Arthur Seff, Councilors Myrtle Van Cleef, Floyd Philpott, and Steve Brewer. A welcome to the public in attendance. Please mute or turn off cell phones during a meeting. The floor will be open for public comments after the council completes its agenda. Approval of the minutes of the last meeting. The minutes of the September 14th meeting were read. A motion to approve made by Steve Brewer, seconded by Floyd Philpott. Motion carried. Financial reports given, all accounts in balance. Motion to accept financial reports by Floyd Philpott, seconded by Steve Brewer. Motion carried. Open issues. The survey of our property by Mr. Webb is still ongoing. Discussion on bathroom repairs. May have to call a special meeting to take care of this. The mayor, after checking on the new computer, found the best price to be Costco. We will probably have to purchase a new printer and laser cartridge. Also purchase a membership to Costco. The operating system will be Windows 10. No invoice yet on repairing light switch from Alliance Electric. Jason has been out of town and will take care of this as soon as he can. Public discussion on several subjects: health department inspections, animal control, part-time deputy, Blount County 911, nuisance ordinances. No action taken on this. Adjournment. A motion was made by Steve Brewer, seconded by Floyd Philpott. Meeting adjourned at 7:40 p.m. Respectfully submitted by Brenda Philpott, Town Clerk.
All right, any questions or comments? Brenda, I would like to have you change one thing on this.
Okay.
The call to order should be below the Pledge of Allegiance. Item 1 should be, no, was not called to order
Until after. Oh, okay. I don't know. All right. I'll fix that.
Okay. All right, any other corrections or comments? Do we have a motion to accept as read with corrections?
I'll make a motion to accept with corrections.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? All right. It's unanimous, Brenda.
Okay.
Okay. Now to the financials. I'm gonna go ahead and read off the 2 and 7 account. You do not have a copy of it. We're having difficulty with this account on the computer. So, got the beginning balance for the 2 and 7 road account was $4,946.92, with deposits of $616.44 and one check for $383.62 for the street lights. The deposit was the gas tax from Blount and Jefferson County. The ending balance was $5,179.76. Any questions on 2 and 7?
Nope.
All right. The next one is the general fund account, and the beginning balance was $8,373.64. The ending balance was $7,407.36. Okay. Any questions, comments? All right, the capital improvements fund, the beginning and ending balances are $2,407.02. And the last one is the 4, 5, and 6 road account. The beginning balance was $7,377.62. The ending balance, $7,531.82. Any questions or comments on any of the financials? All right. Do we have a motion to accept?
I make a motion. We accept it.
I second it.
Okay. All in favor? All right, unanimous? All right. We're still waiting to hear back on the survey, so there's no change in that item.
Even, Mr. Reed's been trying to get him, he did get him, and he gave him my cell phone number, but he's not called me, and I've tried both numbers that I had for him, and I still can't find him. But Greg assured me that he is still alive, so
Okay,
we just can't find him anywhere.
all right, well, we'll just.
He thinks
keep
he's
that
in
open.
love. That's
Oh,
what Greg
Well,
thinks.
all right, the other open item I had was the computer. I did get one along with a printer, and ended up not getting it at Costco, but at Best Buy. And we got a computer and printer for less than $600.
Good.
Now, the next step is for me to come in and install the software so Brenda can use it. Yeah, but we may end up having to purchase updated versions of at least the QuickBooks, because it's 2010
Yeah.
version. And I think it's 2007 was the Windows, or the Office.
Windows 10.
No, I mean, the
It's,
Word, the
Oh, yeah.
Office package was, I think, 2007.
oh, yeah, they're all old.
Yeah.
That's the reason it runs so well.
Yeah, well, we may be able to still use the Office software and the Quicken software, since we don't do anything online. we may still be able to utilize it, but that is still a possibility. Won't know until I start to reinstall it.
To get in it. The mayor did an excellent job. He found us the computer and, the printers and everything for $525.96 at Best Buy.
It's good.
So,
All right, so that's the status on that particular item. Our new business is, that we want to talk about the repairs to the bathroom and what it's going to cost to have that done. I had a folder with the estimate,
It's
copies of the
right here.
estimates for the council. There are extra copies in there,
yeah.
so they can have a copy. And
Just to give everybody the one that does.
and I've got a copy.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
I'll give you a minute to read it over. We'll open the floor for some discussion on it. And if you have any questions, Bill's here to answer the questions for you.
And he has the bathroom wall torn out, so if anybody wants to go in there and check it all
That's
out.
why it smells.
All the mold and mildew.
That's why, that's where we're getting the smell from.
Huh?
That's where we're getting that smell from.
Oh, no.
Bill, is that adding to the odor, I thought, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it didn't smell that bad last month when we were in here.
Well, but he's torn the walls out.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I stirred it up.
But he had to do that to see what needed to be done, so.
They spent $35,000 out there.
It didn't improve it,
It was pouring.
not
rain.
yet anyway.
It filled up the garbage can out
Okay.
there. Water poured through
All
the-
right, for those that don't have a copy of this estimate, what we're gonna have to do is, we need to remodel the bathroom, and if we do anything, we're gonna have to bring it up to code, handicap accessible, and to meet all the current codes, so that, we're just gonna have to do it. But,
Would
in order
anybody
to
like
do
a
it,
copy?
we're gonna have to really reconstruct the entire area back there, take out the existing wall and door, and enlarge the bathroom area, basically double the size of the bathroom,
To make it.
and cut our hallway in half. But it's just a necessary evil, because right now, nobody that is severely handicapped or in a wheelchair would not be able to access that at all. And since we're gonna have to do some repairs in there, we're gonna have to bring it up to code. And with that, it does bring a price. So,
I see that.
yeah,
Gonna get the Myrtle's retirement fund, she said.
well, the estimate was, I think it's $5,650. Is that correct? Okay.
So, and if y'all need, Bill came so he could explain kind of what to do and how to do the hallway and knock out the walls, and he said something about.
By knocking out that wall, you're gonna have to move the sink and the plumbing associated with the sink, and put handrails up, along with a handicap toilet, a bigger door,
And on the back of that proposal
is a drawing on
diagram.
the proposed,
Oh,
It's on the back of yours.
it's on, that's the
Yeah.
man.
Everybody's got it,
Oh,
yeah. The current and the new, what it would
so
be.
It's basically, instead of going down the hall, making a 90-degree turn, we're gonna take that door and the wall, we're gonna take that wall out and bring that whole wall up. And when you go through this door, you're gonna go right into a another door, so we've gotta make this one 36 inches at minimum, and then the next one the same way, and once you just go straight in, you can access it, and you'd have plenty of room to turn a wheelchair around, plus have enough room to, for someone in a wheelchair to be able to access the toilet, you know, from, you know, and be able to maneuver around in there, you know, properly and stuff. And then, of course, that wall coming this way with all the plumbing and stuff, there's issues there, but the back wall and the side wall going in, that's where the water had gotten in, and it just, all the framing and the smell and all, it's just basically just deteriorated, you know, the studs and the base band of the floor and all that, so it just has to come out. And what we're gonna do, instead of coming back up with this paneling and stuff here, we were gonna basically insulate it and sheet rock it back to where it's basically, like you said, up to code, make sure the electric is right. Also in that estimate, we've got tiles and ceiling tiles missing and things in the office. They're all in bad shape. Of course, the bathroom was basically just in real rough shape. All that stuff's included in that and stuff for you.
So it's gonna include all of this?
Yes, ma'am. Get those taken care of, plus the ones in the office and stuff that have been damaged over the years.
All right,
You're showing a door in the new plan on the back end of the bathroom going in there?
No, instead of going
as you go
down,
down the hallway, there'll be a door straight ahead.
you're gonna go through that door, and then there'll be a door right in front of you, and you're gonna open it up, we're gonna swing it
After
to the
you pass the
right.
air
I got
conditioning
it.
unit and all
We're
that.
what
gonna
I-
in swing it to the right to where you can access the bathroom real easy.
I got
And then, of course, have the handicap bars on
you.
the
So
walls.
if she's in there, then she can get up and walk into the bathroom without coming out here and going through the big door.
Do what?
Going what
No,
now?
you're gonna have to go through this door.
Watch me.
Turn the
Yeah.
light on,
Watch
Lucy.
me right here. Watch me, I'm gonna open this door, which is gonna be wider, and then right here, there's gonna be another door. I'm gonna open it and go
And
into
that's
the
gonna just
bathroom. The
take you right
bathroom's gonna
into
be in here,
I
Right.
got you.
Right.
it's gonna be
I
big.
got you. I got you. I got you.
Got me.
I understand that.
Did I do it right?
That's right. Vanna White.
That's
Yeah, you did it right. You did it right, Miss Lucy,
All right,
our engineer.
well, we all understand what needs to be done and what has to be done here. But now we just have to figure out how we're gonna pay for it.
I was gonna say, does he take payments?
Because our capital improvements fund right now is only $2,400. And our general fund, we're probably not gonna be able to do anything until February. Because of the, we have $7,000 $7,400 in the general fund, but we gotta make it through the end of the year and through the tax, business license, month of January.
Do we need to hold a cake sale or a bake sale or something?
Well, I have a question, and I don't know if it's feasible, I don't know if we can do it or not, but I have noticed in the books before that they had borrowed money from, one of the other funds. I know the 2 and 7, we pay bills out of that, the 2 and 7 account. But the 4, 5, and 6, I really don't pay anything out of 4, 5, and 6, except for what we pay Blount County for the maintenance of the roads now.
And that's the only way that's the only thing we can use that fund for.
Okay, but
We
you can't
we cannot
borrow
borrow out of
all of it at all? Okay, well, I didn't know
it. We
whether
could
you
do it out of the
could-
general fund, but not out of the
But
road
not out of
accounts.
the, okay, not out of the road account. Well, I just thought if we could do that, then we could, pay it back, but, because I asked about doing part of the work and then part of it, but it's just not feasible if you put sheet rock and doors and move all of that, so.
I understand, and we need to do it all, have it done at once, but we gotta have the money to pay for it. And, we have $7,400 in the general fund account, but we still have to make it through the end of the year and through the business license cycle, which will probably be February. At the
Before we really
earliest.
start getting the money in for business.
And then once we get that influx from the business license tax, or business licenses in January and 1st of February, then we'll have the money in the general fund that we could loan to the capital improvements. But, I just don't, we could probably pay it out right now, but, I know we've got insurance coming up here in a
Yeah.
couple of months, and that's gonna be about $3,600. So, that doesn't leave us a lot of cushion.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
suppose.
we've been there before, and I don't like that.
But hey, when we came in here, we didn't have any money, so we're, you know, this is doing good compared to what we had.
My suggestion is, yeah, we had to have, we're going to have it done. And I want to do it, and I do want to do it. But, my suggestion is that we wait and table it until, January. So that,
How long do you
when
think
we have
it'll
the money.
take you to do it?
Probably about 6-7 working days, about a week and a half maybe. You know, Monday through Friday, and then Monday and Tuesday of the next week, something like that. I would think.
Mhm.
Think we could go to the bank and float a loan for 90 days? I don't know what we'd use as collateral, not the building, because it's falling apart.
Well, it's not that far off, and we've been,
We've been tighter
we have
before.
been, putting up with it for the last 4 years.
Right.
Or longer, actually
Right.
longer than that, but, I just, that's my suggestion. Council wants to present something else, I'm willing to listen.
What was Brenda talking about where the,
It's a road account, 4, 5, and 6, and 2 and 7, they're road
I
accounts.
know,
The money's not supposed to be bothered.
I know, but
except that.
you were talking about this account before we got in here. The
Well-
people that was in charge did something, whatever they did.
Well, they borrowed money, but I don't know if they borrowed it from any of those accounts. I haven't checked that close, but I know they did transfer money from one fund to general fund and then paid it back, so, but I've not specifically looked at any accounts, which ones they did. I just know they did it,
Well, it's my
but
understanding.
they did it, they did what they wanted to do. We're gonna do the right thing.
It is my understanding that the road account, there's certain things that road account monies can be used for. Streetlights, road repairs, road upkeep. Nothing else. It is specified that those are only used for certain things. That's why they're split. At one time, I know that the town did not have separate accounts for all the different funds. But they had to split them up because the money could not commingle. So no, we can't use that, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it's gonna still be good in January.
Should be. Maybe they don't change that much within that time. Maybe start taking, 8 months, year, something like that. Things may change. We could revisit it, but it shouldn't change much. They usually never do. By much. So.
Okay. Well, that's my suggestion.
I'd say we table it till January.
All right, I have a motion then.
I second it.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, all in favor? All right, we're gonna table it until January and, plan to address, have it fixed in February. So,
Just let me know.
I just don't see any other way around it. And
No, because if we could, we would, so.
Absolutely. Because that's a mess in there. It's not getting any better. All right. Did we ever get a bill for the light switch?
No, he's in Mississippi right now, and
Okay,
he said, I'm not really worried about it, and I said, well, okay, Jason, but we need a bill, and so he said, well, when I get around to it, I'll bring it to you. I said, okay.
all right.
So,
His
all of our lights
daddy told me
went
we may not ever get one.
well, that's what he says. He said, I'm really not worried about it, Miss Philpott. And I said, well, I know that, but
Yeah.
we need to keep you straight. And but he said, well, I hadn't even thought about it, hadn't worried about it, and really don't care about it. It's a light switch, so.
Okay. All right. We have a couple of visitors from Montgomery and Birmingham office, the Department of Revenue. Would you like to address us in any way, or I know they came up to talk to us about our sales tax and the collection of it, and while we hadn't been doing it, hadn't been getting it, so.
Well, I'm Leanne Rouse. I'm from Montgomery. One, thank you for letting me crash your city council meeting. And two, please accept our apologies. I apologize that this has not been taken care of sooner. As soon as I get a copy of the resolution, I will be in the central office getting it fixed in the morning. So please just bear with us and we'll get it taken care of.
Okay.
And I gave all of you a business card. If you have any questions, have any concerns, or just need to yell at somebody in Montgomery, feel free to call me.
I don't think so. I don't think you want us to do that.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm glad to see you all here tonight. And I appreciate you taking the concern, taking our situation.
Well, I do need to ask you a question, though.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know that I did send a copy of that resolution, or
Okay.
that
Did you
was-
email it or mail it?
I mailed it. And as far as I know, I believe it was Mr. Mayberry that I
Send
sent
it to someone's attention?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't just send it to, I either did that or I put it to the sales tax. Of course, that would have gone anywhere.
It would have gone to Georgiana. We have a facility in Georgiana that opens up all the Department of Revenue
Oh,
mail.
okay.
And if it doesn't have someone's attention on it,
They don't know what to do.
there
with
is no telling where that resolution
Okay.
is. It's probably in the infamous file 13.
it. Yeah. I know about file 13, so, but,
But if I could get a copy of it, I can assure you, if you can't get me one tonight,
I'll
just-
get you one if I have to fax it to you tomorrow.
Okay,
sometime.
that'd be
I'll
good.
come up here tomorrow and look and see what I can
Okay.
find.
sounds good.
I know it's here, I had
It's in your
it,
safe
I
place.
had it in my hand not long ago, cause when I mailed it, it was, so I've just gotta think what I did with it.
See if I had a copy of it here, but I don't.
Do you have it on your computer at home?
Probably.
Yeah. See, I think he does have it.
Okay, you can email it too.
On that website, on there, don't it have something about resolutions on there? Don't we have on there, on the website?
Well,
For
we
the
do,
town?
but they're not always up to date. Not as up to date as the council videos. They usually have those up there the day after the meetings. But
Do you remember when we voted on that? Do you remember? I'll have to
I
look it
want
up
to
in a
say it
minute.
was in
I was gonna
August.
say Gene may have a copy of it at home in his file.
Yeah, I want to say it's either July or August.
Okay. I'll look and see, cause it's gotta be, it's in the minutes what we did, so,
Yeah.
that we voted on it. I'll make a note and see if and I will try my best to find it tomorrow.
It
And I'm
had to
sure I
be
will.
either August or September. I'm pretty sure it was.
I Like I said, it's in a safe place. It's so safe I can't find where it is, so, not right now.
All right. All
I
right.
do that quite often, I hide it from myself.
That's the last thing I had on my agenda. Do we have any?
Got the other man back there. The other man back there.
Got something to say?
No, I didn't have anything. I'm Petty Strong. I'm the local tax liaison for Jefferson and Shelby County, and I'm in the Hoover office off of Valleydale Road. So if you need anything, just let me know.
Appreciate you coming.
No.
Did we get your card?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Oh, okay. I don't have one.
You thought you was gonna get by with it.
All right.
Wrong. I didn't have it. I've got, oh, thank you. Okay.
All right. If, are there any other questions, comments?
Buddy, you talk about not having the money to fix the restaurant. When will you receive the tax that was collected on that $5 million that was passed?
We get it monthly.
Oh, it comes in all along when people buy their tax and stuff, we get.
We get a little check from Blount County, or from
The revenue.
Department of Revenue, on a monthly basis, on car tags that are renewed. At the end of the year, we should get, one for property tax. That,
It goes into the general fund every time we get a check from Blount County back for the ad valorem taxes.
yeah, it's my intent to always have a cushion in the checking account of at least $5,000 or $6,000. I never want to see us get as low as we were, 3.5 years ago. So that's why I'm real reluctant to take money out right now. And that's just my frame of mind. We need to keep money in the bank for real emergencies. So,
For operating, to pay our bills and everything, so.
because our income comes at the first of the year, our major income is through the business taxes or franchise taxes, and that comes in January. So the bulk of our yearly income comes in the first month of the year, and then we have to, make it stretch. So,
Because we have no sales tax revenue, we have no retail sales anywhere, so.
hopefully we're gonna get a little bit. Now, I know I've got tax money to pay, but,
Yeah, but you're one business, you're
Yeah.
just gonna be one business. Go ahead.
Just for FYI, if you see companies making deliveries into your town, they owe you sales tax.
Like UPS?
No.
FedEx? No.
Like the retail, your
Lowe's.
big box stores. If they are making deliveries, furniture stores from
Like
Birmingham.
Lowe's? Oh, okay.
Anybody,
Ashley?
yes, any store, any company like that that's making deliveries into your locality, they owe you sales tax. And I hope I can't make promises, but I hope once we get you on the system, you'll see a little bit of an influx or see an increase in sales tax. Of course you will, because you don't have any right now, but some companies that you don't know are here because they'll automatically comply because it's there on the one spot.
okay.
So just know that if you see somebody delivering, call Pettis and we can verify that they're reporting the tax.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
I can do that, we can do that.
'Cause
What
you
about
know
a
they're-
business license to do business in this town.
They need a business license.
Yeah, we do. We do collect a lot of those, but, and UPS and FedEx do pay
They buy
a
business
license of some
Right.
sort, but it's minuscule.
Right. The delivery though, those you'll see a lot of your box stores. And if you know of a company or know someone that's purchasing online a lot, we as consumers owe consumers use tax. So, you know, I use this example that I have he's 21 now. But when I first started this job, he said, Mom, shopping internet was created so you didn't have to pay taxes. So, no, and then this is my child. So I had to correct him too. So a lot of people buy online thinking they don't owe the tax. And we as consumers do owe it.
But there's a lot of people that do business on the internet that don't. You never know what they do.
And that the simplified seller's use tax that you talked with Miss Walden
Yeah.
about,
Right.
that is going to make a difference because based on the size of your locality in all the cities in Alabama, no matter who who, you'll get a check. You'll get a percentage of that money.
Yeah, that's what she told me today, that we would get based on population and whatever, that it's all divided up and that we will receive a check, and she needed our banking information so it could be a direct deposit like the gas tax and all that,
Yes, ma'am. But you'll get that also.
use tax.
And it just regular consumers use tax. If you have a use tax in county line, it's the equivalent of sales tax. So we'll need to see if you have that
That requires a separate, I
resolution.
know we got a sales tax, but I don't think we have a use tax,
No.
consumer use tax.
You may want to look at that too.
What would be the percentage of it?
It's normally the same as the sales tax.
Sales tax, 2%,
Yes.
okay.
Whatever your sales tax is, it's normally the same.
Okay. Well, that, we'll have to definitely check into that one, but I don't think,
No, we
I
have
don't
not,
believe
I've not
the
ever seen a
sales tax
resolution.
ordinance was worded in such a fashion to include the consumer use tax.
We are under travel sick.
Okay.
Well, we need all the help we can get, so.
Yes, indeed. All right, I have nothing else on the agenda. Council?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if everybody got this,
I did.
but we got a notice of a sex offender. And we have one in the trailer park, and this one is down past the trailer park. And Mr. Blackwood can tell you where he is. You know where he is, don't you?
As you're going down Smith Mill toward the substation,
Yes.
it's right before you get to the substation, in those woods on the right, there's a 448 on the mailbox. There's a trailer out there with a little travel trailer sitting next to it.
A little one?
He's in a
Travel
little travel trailer.
Oh, okay. And that's where he's staying?
Yeah. That's the address on the notice.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I got one of those. I showed it to Marcia. Keep her grandkids
And
close.
also, I don't know if anybody has noticed it, but several of us in the neighborhood have. There is a lady that walks up and down the road. The other day, she was carrying a plastic bag with a bed pillow in it. Today, she was going up and down the road wrapped up in an afghan, waving her arms like she was trying to fly and all. So I got a phone call, and the lady was real concerned about it. And so I turned around and I told her, I said, well, let me see what I can find out about her. Because we didn't know there's no police in Trafford or whatever, you know. So I called Miss Bishop. And because she sits in Miss Bishop's yard and talks to her son. And sometimes, I don't know if Miss Bishop's son lives there with her or if he just comes to visit. But anyway, I called Miss Bishop and was talking to her about it, and she said she is not dangerous, you know.
Harmless.
But I still keep my, keep the doors locked, and everybody I've talked to, I've told them, keep your doors locked. If she comes to your door, don't let her in. But she said she's mentally challenged. She lives in Trafford, and she thinks she lives somewhere behind Young's store in Trafford. But now I noticed most all morning she sit out there by the Green Acres sign, and then she was sitting in Miss Bishop's yard, and then she was standing out next to a car smoking a cigarette that was going out of Green Acres. So I've checked into it, so I don't know what to do next. But Miss Johnson is really concerned since she's by herself and all that. And that's why I'm concerned, because there is so many single ladies in the area. And I've told them, don't open the door. So I don't know what else to do.
I don't know that there's anything that we can do to.
Well, that's it.
No,
I mean,
it's-
she's not bothering anything, just walking up and down the road.
She was walking up and down the lane on our street.
Yeah.
She got in
Yeah.
the SUV and drove off.
She got in that SUV
And
today?
drove off. Or
Okay.
whoever got her took her,
Oh,
took her back down this way.
oh, she didn't drive off,
No.
somebody picked her up. Oh,
But
okay.
she sat there and smoked a cigarette, and me and Cindy was watching her too.
Oh, were you?
And she was smoked a cigarette and then come back around and got in the car, and they went back down this way.
I would be worried more about the sex offender than I would her,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because she's been on our road a number of times.
Oh, she's been to your house too?
Now, she just walks that road.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah, she lived down there behind Young's store. She does have a mental problem, but she had never bothered nothing.
Okay.
I mean, she may bother something tonight, we don't know
Yeah.
that.
But I just want the ladies in our community to feel secure,
yeah.
you know.
Well, if she does something, well, we can call the sheriff, but I mean, you
But
gotta do
I would
something
hate
first.
for her to get hit or something, you know, 'cause y'all know how them trucks fly up and down that road. And, there's no such thing as a speed limit on county line
If she just
road.
wanted to walk, I'd say, go walk at Trafford's Park, you
Yeah.
know.
Do y'all,
Well,
do you know where that vehicle that picked her up, do you know where it's from?
No,
No, it didn't give me
My
a tag.
suggestion would be to get with Blount County, if anybody can get the tag number of that vehicle, and just the sheriff could come and try to find those people and figure out what's going on with the lady, to where they could, you know, in her best interest, make sure, maybe she has a guardian or something, maybe that guardian's falling down on their job, you know, and, you know, it could be that kind of situation.
But I-
Somebody's just taking her, putting her out when they don't want her around here or wherever. I mean, that's what I would suggest. I have, you know, Jefferson County friends, Jefferson County policemen that are my friends, you know, and they go and investigate things like that, just to make sure that caregivers are doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know. This may be one of those cases they're not, so. If y'all know where she lives, and maybe look for the vehicle or something like that, that's what I
Well,
would
so if
suggest.
she's in Trafford, then she's in Jefferson County.
Yeah, well, then you call Jefferson County people,
Yeah.
but either way, county, whether it's Jefferson or Blount, you know, let them at least investigate it and make sure that the girl can be taken care of properly before she does get hurt out here, you know. That's what I would suggest, hearing the situation.
we have to try to identify that vehicle if we see it again.
And if anybody sees, like John or Cindy's always,
Real light green SUV, but I don't know what kind.
yeah.
It's just a SUV.
see, I don't have any windows
Yeah,
on my
I know,
side of that
right.
house facing
But
me.
John and Cindy, or Cindy's always sees everybody. Carol sees,
So I heard a noise and I looked out the window and Cindy was standing she went and got her mail. Mailman had run.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I wonder if she's looking at that lady up the road. And I went across to check on Sue.
Yeah,
Cause she's still in the hospital.
she is, well, that's what we were wondering tonight, if she's
Yeah, I
still
just
She
there.
gotta
called.
get, you did?
She wasn't at home. She didn't answer the phone, so
So,
she's still at the hospital?
she's still in the hospital. She just got out of intensive care yesterday, I think.
Oh, really? I went over there to see her the other day.
Buddy, on what we talked, what you mentioned about getting the county, I called the county the other night for 2 people. Disturbance, 4.5 hours later, a little deputy come up. Her attitude was, where they at? Did you know them? I said, if I didn't need you right then, I wouldn't have called you. But 4.5 hours later, Friday night, Blount County has 1 deputy, works this end of the county. And the stop sign problem up there, don't do no good to call the state. A lady called me the other morning on her cell phone. She pulled out, the mail truck come through, he never stopped. The state sitting out there watching him, he never stopped. Yesterday, I believe it was, the lady called me again and said, don't you know anybody high up in the state troopers? I said, nope. She said, there's 3 cars run that stop sign, that state trooper sitting up there watching.
Sitting in the grocery store parking lot?
Yeah. In Blount County's attitude got, you can't hardly get them to serve a warrant now.
Yeah.
Little lady told me yesterday,
Go back to garden.
they hunting a woman, come knocked on my mother's door, you know, while I'm at that house. The deputy said, I don't care if we don't never serve a warrant. That's what kind of people you got in Blount County office. I called the sheriff department, he wouldn't talk to me, but I'm going to see him. I may be in jail, but I'm going to see him. If that's the attitude them deputies got, they don't need the job. That's what we pay them for, serve warrants and take care of this stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Myrtle, I'll give you a number, direct to the sheriff himself. I got one.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to call Jefferson County. Because she lives in Jefferson County.
Well, if she's walking the road in Blount County, you can call her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Call them both.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
Contact them both.
hmm,
I said we need to contact them both, Jefferson and Blount
Yeah.
County.
yeah.
I have a question, not because, but I just wanna thank Bill for coming tonight and
Mhm.
being
Yeah,
here.
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And they did do a good bit of work pulling walls out and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't know if I mean, I know we're gonna have to postpone until February. Do we owe you for the
No.
time that you, okay, all right.
Now, we did approve money for that, for tearing it out,
Yeah.
so, I mean,
Yeah, we did, we talked about it, what it would cost you to,
That's why we stopped right there,
research it.
because I knew that might be an issue, and so we just kinda got it
Stop.
where we could access behind the wall and all that stuff, so
Yeah.
we just stopped, so that's not going to keep someone from having privacy when they go in to use the restroom or something.
Okay.
If, you know, it's just the main thing is just getting it opened up to where you can make it handicap accessible and, you know, get some things fixed in there, you know, a handicap toilet and, you know, widen the doors and stuff like that. But-
get rid of the mold.
Yeah, well, you might want to run something in here, you know, maybe a dehumidifier or something like that, and, you know, something to, you know, just kind of keep the air moving and clean it out or something like that. Now, I don't think it's gonna take it totally out until all that's done, and, you know, we spray some stuff back there and things like that, so.
Let me ask a question. What if we went ahead and got him to go in there and spray that in there and
Well, it's in the wood, Dad. It's in the
Oh,
wood
it's
and
in.
stuff
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
all
That's
in
what
the
you're
wood.
smelling. So
Yeah.
until we get that out and get it sprayed out and kind of, you know, when you get that changed out, then you're actually gonna probably smell like construction, smell almost like lumber, you know, and some paint, a little bit of paint, but of course that would probably be better than what you're smelling now, so.
Well, I come up here and work, but I don't like to stay very long, cause I can tell a difference with my breathing and talking and everything, you know.
Well,
so-
turn the air
I
on so you
keep
got
that
air.
closed and turn the air on.
Yeah,
get you
well, I
something
normally do
moving.
turn the air on, but
you know, get some
But I
air
closed
moving.
that door.
Well, we'll, address that in January.
We did the best we could do. The previous administration wiped us out before they,
Well, yeah, that's,
Took off.
that's ancient history. Yeah.
don't beat the dead horse.
No, no. It's our problem now.
I know, but we did, recover. We have done well, so.
All right, I have nothing else. If there's no other questions.
I got one other question. How much longer before we get elected again?
Next August is the
Okay.
election.
All right. That's all I want to know.
It's this August,
This next August, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
This-
2016, yeah.
Yeah,
This
26.
is 15.
That's right. So,
Running now.
Well, you will, I mean, because if you all are gonna run again, then we'll have to,
Well, is everybody in here ready to run again? I'm ready to run. How about you, Mayor?
the mayor has been told that he cannot not run.
No, because we live in the front of Green Acres, we won't let him out.
That's right. We'll barricade him in.
We live in front of him, everybody, even Steve.
And if we lose the mayor, then we lose a council person, because one council person said that they wouldn't run if the mayor didn't run, so we've got a little problem there, so everybody better start thinking about it.
yeah.
Well, I want to know about it if we got to run, be elected for this coming term
In August, we'll have to have an election.
in August.
Yeah, after the first year, probably in February.
Oh, we don't do it until next year.
Right, this is.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
But I want to know if you're gonna run again.
Well, I've told him that he doesn't have a choice, but now he can.
He just now got it whipped into
That's
shape,
right.
going his way.
Well, he's got it going his way, and that's the thing
That's
about
right.
it. He just run again.
Y'all just now figured out what to do, hadn't you, Mayor?
Yeah, then we still can't find a resolution.
And
I'm gonna
and
come
we're
up here and
still,
find that
we're
resolution.
still working on it.
We're working
Still
on
a
it.
work in progress.
Yeah.
It will always be a work in progress.
That's right, that's right.
Well, after the first year, probably around February, we are gonna have to start looking at and preparing for the election. Cause there's quite a few steps that we have to go through in order to get set up for the election in August. And we'll have to start as early as February, but that's why I went ahead and printed out the book. I've got to go back through and look at that again. We both need to identify the
we have to do.
milestones that we have to
Oh.
meet
And by the way, our
It does.
Alabama Trust thing, we usually get what, March?
in August.
No,
I
no,
mean, in April, usually
March
it's
or
around
April.
April.
End of March, okay. Okay,
So, that, the capital improvements fund. So, all right,
I'm ready to go. I make a motion.
well,
I second it.
if you're ready, I guess everybody's ready, huh?
all right, we have a motion and a second.
And who did the motion, Steve?
Floyd made the motion, Steve seconded.
Okay.
All right, all in favor? All right, it's unanimous. All right, this meeting is adjourned. I appreciate you coming, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Don't come out.
Just in the track.
Sorry, January.
Come out.
Jump in the car and come out.
Oh, my goodness. Nice to meet you too,
Glad y'all
sir.
come out.
Thank you.
Everything okay?
Keep some in there myself.
See you again.
That's the pleasure.
Nice, I'm Jose.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
I took Tennyson to get right.
Long way home, appreciate you coming.
Thank you, thank you.
Sometimes when I'm out in the sun,
Yeah, I'm from a long line.
dark or something.
Be careful, Robbie, when we come to this
Yes,
chair,
ma'am.
and this chair, we're going to have to have
Down toward the Bishop.
Not like it's gonna take-
Well, appreciate y'all coming up. As you can just tell, we're very.
I'm just gonna move it to the back.
And if you can get that to me
No telling where
tomorrow,
it's coming
I
from.
promise you I will
But
take
if
care of
y'all
it.
need anything,
Okay,
anytime,
I
holler at
will,
me. Good to see you.
I will start looking myself. I may have it, copy of it. I see your Auburn hat. I'm not really an Auburn fan, but to show you something I've been working on.
Yeah, you live in a
It's,
Good to see y'all. Thank you for coming.
oh, right here.
That's where he stays.
That's cut out of cardboard. And it's 3 layers that I cut on
Hi,
my
John. Good to
machine.
see you.
Yeah, take care, buddy.
Is Ruth doing okay? All right.
Yeah, that's the good one there.
No, we don't like that one. You know, that makes the world go round.
Yeah, that's the business I have, is actually, I made that for my wife for her birthday.
Cindy's always sees everybody. Carol sees.
So I heard a noise and I looked out the window and Cindy was standing she went and got her mail. Mailman had run. And I said, I wonder if she's looking at that lady up the road, and I went across to check on Sue,
Yeah,
but she's still in the hospital.
she is. Well, that's what we were wondering tonight, if she's
Yeah, I
still
just
She
there.
got a, you did?
She wasn't at home. She didn't answer the phone, so
Sue,
she's still at the hospital?
she's still in the hospital. She just got out of intensive care yesterday, I think.
Oh, really? I went over there to see her the other day.
Buddy, on what we talked, what you mentioned about getting the county, I called the county the other night for 2 people. Disturbance, 4.5 hours later, a little deputy come up. Her attitude was, where they at? Did you know them? I said, if I didn't need you right then, I wouldn't have called you. But 4.5 hours later, Friday night, Blount County has 1 deputy, works this end of the county. And the stop sign problem up there, don't do no good to call the state. A lady called me the other morning on her cell phone. She pulled out, the mail truck come through, he never stopped. The state sitting right there watching him, he never stopped. Yesterday, I believe it was, the lady called me again and said, don't you know anybody high up in the state troopers? I said, nope. She said, there's 3 cars run that stop sign, that state trooper sitting up there watching.
Sitting in the grocery store parking lot?
Yeah. In Blount County's attitude got, you can't hardly get them to serve a warrant now. Little lady told me yesterday, they hunting a woman, come knocked on my mother's door, you know, while I'm at that house. The deputy said, I don't care if we don't never serve a warrant. That's what kind of people you got in Blount County office. I called the sheriff department, he wouldn't talk to me, but I'm going to see him. I might be in jail, but I'm going to see him. If that's the attitude them deputies got, they don't need the job. That's what we pay them for, serve warrants and take care of this stuff that's going on. Myrtle, I'll give you a number, dive it to the sheriff himself. I got one.
Well, I'll have to call Jefferson County. Because she lives in Jefferson County.
Well, if she's walking the road in Blount County, you can call her.
Oh,
Call them both.
Yeah.
Contact them both.
Hmm.
I said we need to contact them both, Jefferson and Blount
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
I have a question, not because, but I just wanna thank Bill for coming tonight and being
Yeah,
here.
appreciate that.
And they did do a good bit of work pulling the walls out and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't know if I know we're gonna have to postpone until February. Do we owe you for the
No.
time that you, okay, all right.
Yeah, we did approve money for that, for tearing it out,
Yeah.
so, I mean,
Yeah, we did, we talked about it, what it would cost you to,
That's why we stopped right there,
research it.
because I knew that might be an issue, and so we just kinda got it
Stop.
where we could access behind the wall and all that stuff, so
Yeah.
we just stopped. So that's not going to keep someone from having privacy when they go in to use the restroom or something.
Okay.
If, you know, it's just the main thing is just getting it opened up to where you can make it handicap accessible and, you know, get some things fixed in there, you know, a handicap toilet and, you know, widen the doors and stuff like that. But,
get rid of the mold.
yeah, well, you might want to run something in here, you know, maybe a dehumidifier or something like that, and, you know, something to, you know, just kind of keep the air moving or clean it out or something like that. Now, I don't think it's gonna take it totally out until all that's done and, you know, we spray some stuff back there and things like that, so.
Let me ask a question. What if we went ahead and got him to go in there and spray that in there and
Well, it's in the wood, Dad. It's in the
Oh,
wood
it's
and
in.
stuff
Yeah,
like
it's all
that. That's
in
what
the
you're
wood.
smelling. So
Yeah.
until we get that out and get it sprayed out and kind of, you know, when you get that changed out, then you're actually gonna probably smell like construction, smell almost like lumber, you know, and some paint, a little bit of paint, but of course that would probably be better than what you're smelling now, so.
Well, I come up here and work, but I don't like to stay very long, cause I can tell a difference with my breathing and talking and everything, you know.
Well,
So-
turn the air
I
on so you
keep
got
that
air.
closed and turn the air on,
Yeah,
get you
well, I
something
normally do
moving.
turn the air on,
Yeah,
but,
get some
but I
air
close
moving.
that door.
well, we'll, address that in January.
we do the best we could do. The, previous administration wiped us out before they,
Well, yeah, that's,
Took off.
that's ancient history, yeah.
don't beat a dead horse.
No, no. It's our problem now.
I know, but we did, recover, we have done well, so.
All right, I have nothing else, if there's no other questions.
I got one other question. How much longer before we get elected again?
Next August is the
Okay.
election.
All right. That's all I want to know.
It's this August,
This, next August, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
This-
2016, yeah.
Yeah,
This
20
is 15.
That's right. So,
Running now.
Well, you will, I mean, because if you all are gonna run again, then we'll have to,
Well, is everybody in here ready to run again? I'm ready to run. How about you, Mayor?
the mayor has been told that he cannot, not run.
No, because we live in the front of Green Acres, we won't let him out.
That's right. We'll barricade him in.
We live in front of him, everybody, even Steve.
And if we lose the mayor, then we lose a council person, cause one council person said that they wouldn't run if the mayor didn't run, so we've got a little problem there, so everybody better start thinking about it.
yeah,
Well, I want to know about it if we got to run, be elected for this coming term
In August, we'll have to have an election.
in August.
yeah, after the first year, probably in February, we will
Oh, we don't
start.
do it until next year.
Right, this is.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
But I want to know if you're gonna run again.
Well, I've told him that he doesn't have a choice, but now he can.
He just now got it whipped into
That's
shape,
right.
going his way.
Well, he's got it going his way, and that's the thing
That's
about
right.
it. He needs to run again.
Y'all just now figured out what to do, hadn't you, Mayor?
Yeah, then we still can't find a resolution.
and we're still,
Find that
we're
resolution.
still working on it.
We're working
Still
on
a
it.
work in progress.
Yeah.
It will always be a work in progress.
That's right, that's right.
Well, after the first year, probably around February, we are gonna have to start looking at and preparing for the election. Cause there's quite a few steps that we have to go through in order to get set up for the election in August. And we'll have to start as early as February, but that's why I went ahead and printed out the book. I've got to go back through and look at that again. We both need to identify
what
the
we have to do.
milestones that we have to
Oh.
meet
And by the way, our
Yes.
Alabama Trust thing, we usually get what, March?
in August.
No,
I
no,
mean, in April, Usually
March
it's
or
about
April?
April.
End of March, okay. Okay.
So, that, the capital improvements fund. So, all right,
I'm ready to go.
I make a motion,
Well,
I
if you're,
second it.
if you're ready, I guess everybody's ready, huh?
all right, we have a motion and a second.
And who did the motion, Steve?
No, Floyd made the motion, Steve seconded.
Okay.
All right, all in favor? All right, it's unanimous. All right, this meeting is adjourned. I appreciate you coming, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.